Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good evening. Sean Higgs coming out here. Look headlines. A little late, past the 11 o'clock mark. Apologies for that. I went over to my mom's here for birthday. Birthday's Tuesday, 76. But I said, listen, Dan's got football. Got no time. Get out 8 o'clock. Got a big game Friday versus, some team from Dallas. We're going 2-hour drive. 2 hours each way, meeting in the middle. So I was like, I'll bring over some nice barbecue. I came home. I jumped on pub. Put up the lines. They might have moved, and I did some sports grid just a little while ago. Then I had to get on my Winner Circle YouTube channel. I had to get up schedule for the week. So I'm a little late. You got plenty of comments here. I see people in the chat. I appreciate it. I'm sure people have already hit the like button. Please do. It's the least you could do. Cost you nothing at the like button. Today, I'm going to jump into my little recap for today because I got my teeth kicked in again for NFL 2 weeks in a row. Last week, it was bad. It was a doggy massacre. It was bad for me. This week, favorites. I mean, I don't mind losing with the Ravens and Chiefs. I had the Chiefs minus 3.5. I had the Ravens minus 7. Better numbers than what they ended up at. We talked about it in Look Headlines week 1. I said I'm taking Kansas City and Baltimore in week 2 because no matter what happens week 1, the line's going to pump up. Sure enough, it did. I said I'm taking Dallas here in week 2 because we had Cleveland in week 1. Good number there, right? We had Cleveland plus what? 2.5. Bad number, loses there. Kansas City minus 3.5. Bad number, loses there. Colts today plus 4.5. Loser. Denver plus 3.5, loser. Tampa Bay over twice. Losing day in NFL. What am I going to do? 2 losing weeks in NFL. Not good. And I'm not changing my ways. I got one again. And I will go through. I'll give you all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I got 14 games for next week that I had before the game started. I do things ahead of time. I told you to Miami. Let's take Miami plus 1. It's a good spot for them. Minus 112. Extra rest. New England. Seattle's coming from New England back home, cross-country flight. Yeah. I mean, now it's 6.5. I still like Miami, and that's why we'll talk about that. So I was looking. College. Hold on. I wonder if I let me note that. Here it is. There it is. So, NFL, 0-4 in totals for the season. 2 overs, 2 unders. 3-6 of my dogs. Not good. The Baltimore, Kansas City losses today. I mean, I had a good number. Lost. We had the Colts plus 4. Good number. Loser. Titans in that week 1. Tough loss there. I mean, listen, it's sports betting. I try not to get wrapped up all emotional in the nonsense, the ups and downs of it. But I look at my numbers. I look at some of the way the games went. What am I going to do? College football, 6-10 in totals. I'll just go over some numbers. I figure I'd throw that out there. Have not been good. All my contests, terrible. 500 in all of them. And the circle one, when I was happy to be in, I think I got 1 win. I can't catch a win. Taking over, goes under. Under, goes over. Doggy, favorite in a route. Take a favorite, loser outright. Not a good contest run. Not a good anything run. What am I going to do? We lick our wounds. We move on to the new week. There's my little rant. Oh, no. We're not done. Mr. Numbers, 4-team, 13-point, lay 140 teaser. Carolina under 52, Jets 54, Seattle under 51, Pitt under 49.5. Winner, $500 for 850 for Mr. Numbers, or 850 to win 500, I guess, because he's laying 140. So, Ryan Page, he was all excited about his huge money line parlay that won in college football today. San Fran, loser outright. Detroit, loser outright. Baltimore, loser outright. Dallas, loser outright. And the Chargers, 1-4 in that parlay. At least it was a parlay, so it's only a one man down there. It's not terrible. Not terrible. Let's get to these games. I'll bust up some live numbers here as we go over the board. Actually, you know what? We got comments out the wazoo. So before we even get to the comments or the game, you've been in here. T-Money's in nice and early like button, and we made love you. So nice sitting here watching Caleb Williams torch the Texans' offense early in the first quarter. How's that working out for you, Texans, first quarter? What's that? Well, I don't even know what's going on in that game. 19-10. What we got going on here? 19-10. I got a Cole Kmet over 18 yards. Not going to get there. Another loser from me today. Mahomes showed once again why the Ravens will never win a Super Bowl. With him healthy and the Bengals around, both those teams are better than Ravens and Lamar, who can't throw a girls flag football team right now. We'll talk. I mentioned the Ravens earlier with my pick on them the last 2 weeks. Totally wrong about the Ravens. The personnel losses too much. At least right now, looks like they're struggling. I don't want anything to do with them. Terrible. Terrible. I'm sure you're going to preach Jets under even if it's over 1.5 points, but anything beyond 30.5, I'll co-sign, and I hate unders in NFL, but these two offenses could be 13-10. We'll get to that game. Ravens money line, them and the boys both overrated. I figured the Ravens season's on the line in week 3 for them because they're not winning in the playoffs outside of Baltimore. I could see them losing here. I mean, Dallas just got. I mean, yeah, you lost outright as an 8, almost a 10-point fave, whatever they closed at. And Dallas, again, I had Dallas at the 6, and again, that was me thinking they lose to Cleveland, they come home, beat a Saints team who beat up on a pathetic Panther squad. Green Bay plus 114, Chargers plus 120. Enough said. Weeks. Chargers plus 120. Or is this for next week, you mean? Green Bay and the Chargers. Mr. Number is going to get rich, or dog lovers like me are going to eat. Even the Dolphins may give me some money. I like the Dolphins next week. Michael Amato, it's been a minute. Good evening to you. Week 2 in the books. Week 2 of absolute garbage football along with none of the more injuries. Cup, Pacheco, A.J. Brown, Justin Jefferson. Not sure how you cap games. It is. I don't worry about those guys. The quarterback play is the most important. 5-legger for 17 hundo. Rashid Rice over, Dobbins over, Mason over, Robinson receiving yards, Neighbors. Excellent 5-legger for you, Michael. Garbage QB all over the slate. Yes, I don't know how you pick winners, my guy. Hats off. Well, I'm definitely not having winners right now. I'm having a losing football season to start here in NFL. Till Lamar beats Mahomes, it's Mahomes or nothing. They look good. Nick Nancy hit my Steelers pick in the Packers money line and the Browns money line. Nice wins there. I had Denver plus 3.5. I had the Jags -3, and I had the Colts plus 4.5. All good numbers that end up losing. Well, 2 out of 3 beat the number, but that's why I'm licking my wounds right now. Randy, I know game is in 13 days. What about Alabama, Georgia? Who's favored and by how much? Early look on that game is I want to say Georgia's going to be favored. Obviously. When is that? The 28th? Georgia by what? 4? 5 points? Lock it in with the king. 4-1 day. Bengals almost got the outright. 4-1. Good for you. I faded my Colts painful watch game. Took Green Bay first quarter money line and over. Did you? I thought you were going to take the Colts there. I had the Colts at 4.5. I thought you said you had the early number 2 though. You had the 5. That was a tough one. I know you lost that one. But again, they just had to escape with a win. Geo, this week I got demolished. It happens. Speaking of, we got to go to the book here for the picks. So it looks like I shouldn't say it's not over yet because it is still a game currently. Ryan, Geo, you and Ryan, if Philly wins here, you guys both, or if Houston wins here, you both have Philly tomorrow. So you'll be 3-2. Actually, that'll push Gas Station Juicy into 3-2 as well because he had Memphis. So he'll go into a 3-2 tie with you guys. And hold on, everybody will be 3-2 apparently. Here I thought we'd have a tie. We're going to have a tie because everybody's going to be 3-2. Oh yeah, I got to look these over. Dogs came barking. Timothy's in the house. Colts. Yeah, I mean, I'm so annoyed with that. But here's the thing with that. To me, I'm looking at my numbers. I'm like, all right, I put a little star next to that one because if the game is played with a healthy love, it's a different. Everything's different about the game. It's not an all running game. It's this and that. That gets the asterisk for me. Like I got Miami +1 already. Now will I come in again when I'm at? I'm probably gonna come back with them 6.5 because I got them at 1. But I have to adjust. Like I leave my little note saying, all right, this is a loss, but would it have been a loss regularly? I don't know. Here it is. Gas Station Sushi coming realization. I like going to the sportsbook and watching games as near as much as I used to. It's a whack job show there. I can do it every once in a while. Money Markel says Bengals hurt you. I mean, 1,100. Are you money line that puppy up, or was it in a parlay money line? T-Mike says, am I crazy if I throw $100 on Baylor for some plus money against Colorado? See, Baylor. Listen, I'm not a Colorado fan. I know I got beat with Colorado State taking them this week. They got me. I don't care if you want to fade Colorado. And Michael B. Last comment. Welcome, Michael B. Let's go Thursday night off to the races. It took us 15 minutes before I even got to the show. So we're going to run through these, and that's that. Patriots 7-40.5. It's 6.5 and a 39. And currently that's very second as I look across the board here. 6.5, 37.5 here. So it has already ticked down. And if you watch the lookie on the Wednesday show, Jets were a 42.5 that I got on a spot earlier. Sign me up for some Patriots here. 6.5. Jets, let's see. On the road twice. Coming home, short week, division rival who, granted they are off an overtime game. I'm not loving that, but we've seen them fight. Win at Cincy, dogfight versus Seattle. They're going to bring defense. Jets struggle versus Titans. They look like crap against the Niners. Give me the Patriots. Worst team of football. People, these guys are going to be worse than the Panthers? Come on. Come on. Chargers and the Steelers. I guess with the Chargers today, one of my rare winners on the day. The Steelers cost me. They cost me. I had Denver. Not good. Not good. 2.5 and I see a 35 out here in one spot. 37 is everywhere else. Let's go under this total. It was a 43.5 on the early lines that came out over the summer when they released everything. Again, listen, folks. FanDuel, I think DK as well. You could punch in. They put games up early. You could have grabbed a 40-something in these games. I mean, go start looking for week 4 on some matchups. You'll find games. Let me just go. I use one site that comes up. Brings up future sites or odds through a line feed. Let's see. We're gonna go to NFL. I mean, we got Chief Charger lines up. Here we go. Broncos at the Jets. Jets 7.5 on the 29th. Bengals laying 6.5 to the Panthers. You want to give out the total of 46 in that game. Eagles at Tampa Bay. Rams at the Bears. Total of 47. You want to lay 47 with this squad? Or total-wise? Saints Falcons. This is a total of 44. I think you grab that over right now for next week, the 29th. Jags in Houston. DraftKings with lines up. Cowboys Lions, October 13th, DraftKings. Dallas -1, total of 48.5. Be on the lookout, folks. Bears and the Colts. This is now a 1 and a 45. I told you I already grabbed the Colts at -1 here. And that was because I thought the Colts would probably eke out some kind of win, not lose a close one. I had them eking out the win here on the road. It didn't get there. I don't know. Am I loving my pick here with the Bears -1? Or excuse me, with the Colts -1? Not really. I'll tell you what. How about an under? I might jump in on this under right away here. I might come in. What is this? There's 45. So there's 146.5. And we'll have 45.5s everywhere else. So you know what? Grab this under. Texans here against the Vikings. I do like the Vikings next week here. I know they're off a win here, but everybody's watching this Thursday night game. Regardless, people will be high on Stroud, a bounce back kind of game. Maybe he goes up. I like Minnesota. I like the Vikings here. You're going to get 3.5 or 4 with Minnesota. I'm going to say okay to that. Giants and the Browns. I was wrong in this one. I said give me the Giants here. I thought maybe we'd have a quarterback change. I wasn't expecting the Browns to win. They looked absolutely terrible at home. They usually perform bad on the road. The Jags. Yeah. Totals moved here. This Giant team. Like the Giants getting 6.5. They can't score touchdowns. Eagles at the Saints down to 2.5. I think you have to take the Saints money line here. If this is going to be a game, the Saints are going to, 2. Eagles short week. Give me the Saints at home. Who saw this team coming? I sure as hell didn't. Moneyline Saints. I'm already in on Tampa. I told you that on Looky Wednesday. Now it's up to a 7. It was a 3.5 to a 5.5 to a 7. Bo Nixon's crap. Who liked Bo Nixon here? Packers and the Titans. This is a 2 and a 37 now. Do you think the Titans kind of know a little about Malik Willis? And Will Mayo Man? Another pick six. Did he throw another pick 6 today? Pass. All right, let's get to the 4 o'clock games. We'll do a couple comments. We got 12 comments that popped up here. So let's jump into here. Michael B. Huge day for Michael B. Bengals, Browns, Cards, Vikings, all the doggies, anytime touchdowns. I got the under Texans, Raiders winners. Ron Mexico laid the smack that 2-0. Did it win? I can't get in. I can't get online. So I can't do nothing. Can't log into the site. T.Y. says, Saints on a mission. Do we just take them every game until they cool off? I don't know if they're on a mission. I wasn't high on the Cowboys, right? And I know you said the Cowboys suck at home, although they're 16-1 the last 2 years at home. But we'll go with you saying they don't win games. I thought they performed today. No, they did not. Moneyline Saints on Sunday. Yeah, Michael A's good job, right, Michael B? Saints Ricardo scored every time he's been at center this season. Yeah, they've scored on, I think, 13 straight possessions at one point. The Bills are laying 4.5. We'll get to that. Actually, it's a 6 now, I think, against the Jaguars. It was 3.5. It's a 6. Got to take the Chargers there. My only was the Broncos today. This. Fading Steelers on the road with Justin Fields. That's favorites. There's nothing wrong with that. And again, if I'm going down, I'm going to go down fading a guy who's not a good quarterback, was favored on the road versus a team that's at home. Kind of like the coach. I thought they'd perform better. No. Ravens money line against Dallas. Well, it's a pick 'em. You might get plus 105 there. I mean, Dallas is not in a great spot. They're 1-1. Is that not a win for them? They need to win a game. I mean, I guess Baltimore's 0-2, so they're desperate, but they've not looked. Here's the thing: you blow a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter at home after losing and giving up a point a minute to Kansas City a week and a half ago. You have extra time. You're home. You got a bad team on the ropes. You can't put them away. They got problems. I'm not running it back. Yankees, Cowboys, Ravens. I'd rather just go over with two bad defenses. I don't know if it's going to be a rout. I think they're scoring points. I'll take them. Sam Darnold 2-0. People made fun of me and my Sam Darnold. Now you believe nobody believed when I said he wasn't trash. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Who T-Money? Who? I was the Darnold guy. Don't come in here talking Darnold. And I got to go back to see who told me that no way Darnold wins. Who was that? Who came in and said that to me about Minnesota? Where is that one? Oh, Backstage Tattoo. Where's Backstage Tattoo at? He's got to be crying the way the Giants are playing. Holy cow. You saw the Saints. I mean, really, who? I mean, beat Carolina, sure. Dropping 50 in Dallas. Darnold is still trash, he says. Listen, it's 2 games. How this is the kind of stuff though. He's got 2 wins under his belt. Let's see what happens here. That being said, and this is why I took him last year when he went to the Niners, because I'm like, I don't know how healthy Purdy is. I'll take a comeback player of the year on him. The guy threw like 26 touchdowns for Carolina and the Jets. Now he's got a good head coach. He's got some players around him. You can win games like that. Shaking my head. I knew what you meant. I didn't see Saints coming either. I'm president of the Fade Derek Carr Club. 2 games in, he's slinging it. Yeah, Kamara too, out of like the Undertaker. Listen, the Rams got some problems, and this is what I said, and where the Bear fans at when we're going over their win total. I said, 7, 6, 7 wins with that club. 5, I was like, they could have lost to the Rams. Now the Rams are down Cup, Nakua. Rams are in trouble. That was a 4.5. I think it's a 6 or 7 now. We'll get to that game. Kindy wants Tua. Ravens O-line's disaster. Yep. Good for the Saints. I'm ready to buy in to beat the Panthers and Dallas, who loves to lay eggs off a big win. I get it. It's tough to see who the Saints are right now. They're not a disaster, just not good. Well, Markel saying, I don't know, King D might be. Tresner said Darnold, 16 points a game, so good luck. Oh, I mean, you're playing the Niners, a pretty good team, Tresner. They have, here we go. So the Bears kick a field goal. So there goes any 6.5s. You're in trouble with 6.5s there. Unless the Texans do something here. Are we going to get an onside kick with 3 minutes to go? They get Houston next week. They're a home underdog next week. Rams, $3 underdog. Niners are over 8. I'll take the Rams plus 7.5. I mean, I get sprinkling the money line at times. Today you had a lot of dogs come through. Put some respect on the Raiders D-line. Mad Max Crosby. I don't know about that. They're around 10. Kidney says we'll see money on Markel. I think the Rams are punching bag down to 2 best wide receivers. O-line's a mess. They're definitely in trouble. Michael B says Bears are about to backdoor the spread overlay to 6.5. Yep. Rams defense can't stop a high school team right now. Let's bet the Rams with the Niners off a loss. Rams might get beat by 30. The Rams this is the problem with the Rams. Can they stay healthy? They haven't been. You just lost your two best receivers. You're in trouble. You're in trouble. King D says to Michael, I know all the more I'm liking him. Fade the injury report. So, I mean, it's one thing you got a guy down. Listen, you want to take Miami on Sunday? That's one thing. Some extra rest, extra prep time with the quarterback. Saints, Seattle off of an overtime game. I get it. I'm losing two receivers in 2 weeks for the Rams. Division rival. Off a loss. How the next 3 weeks go? Rams will be 0-5 or 1-4. I think McVay's got a problem. I mean, you got an old quarterback and you got no wide receivers. 4 o'clock action. Panthers 4.5 now a 7 spot. Here we go. It's a big 7 bird here. Totals, I think 37.5 flat. I still think you lay it with the Raiders. If you missed out on the looky number of 4.5 there, I still say lay the touchdown. Raiders showed the defense on the road in 2 games. I know there's probably going to be something that says you don't lay X amount of points with a home team coming off 2 back-to-back road games or something like that. But the Panthers, to me, bad. They're a bad team. Take the under. So this is a 6.5. I do like Miami here, as I was just saying. I got a little extra time with the new quarterback. He's a guy who's been in the system before. And I got Seattle overtime, flying back again, back and forth. I don't like that spot for him. Do you really want to lay 6.5 with Seattle? I mean, really, a fluke play, Dolphins could score with Tyreek Hill, right? So I'll take a 6.5. Sign me up for the over, Lions in Arizona here. Arizona at home has been an over team. I think 9 of the last 10 have gone over here in Arizona. Lions, I've had the Lions totals the last 2 weeks over. Why not go for the trifecta? It's been crushing me. I said Arizona over today. I didn't even play it like a dum-dum, which is how you go 3-7 in back-to-back weeks. Pick 'em Dallas. Give me the over here. I said Dallas over today again. I'll say it again here. Over, over, over. Ravens defense is leaky. Dallas off it's one thing losing as basically a double-digit favorite home. It's another one have a team score 50 on you, 49 or whatever the heck. Over again. Here's the Rams game, 7.5. I'd almost want to say go under the total here. I don't think the Rams are scoring. Niners are going to bring defense either way. You're going to get the Niners defense. It comes all the time. Take the under here. Again, 7.5 on a road division rival. Not loving it. Prefer the under. Sunday night action, Chiefs and Falcons. Chiefs pulled it out of their hat. I had a good number of 3. I thought they were going to – what am I going to say? It's a loser. I can't talk good about it. Do I want to lay here on the road with them? Not particularly. Like the under. I like the Chiefs under today. Like the other week. Ugh. Jags and the Bills up to 6 here. Jags look like absolute dog crap, but I still like them at 6. I still like them. I'll give them one last shot. I've had them the last 2 weeks. One more go with these clowns, and then they're on my poop list. And the Commies and the Bengals. Watch them like the Giants, a bunch of field goals. But here we go. Rookie QB on the road. Bengals, though, we saw them play down to the Patriots. Do you want to lay 7.5? It'll be props. We'll prop it up in this game. I'm not looking to run away 7.5 with the Bengals. You probably should. I think Washington's not a good team. And we see rookie QBs go on the road and not play all that well. I mean, we're watching it right now with the Texans. Here come the Bears. Get the ball back. What's Caleb Williams going to do? He's got 2 picks. Is he going to do something bad here? Do they have? I don't even know who has the ball right now. I just pulled up the play-by-play here on ESPN. 2 interceptions. Cole gets over his receiving 18.5 yards. Thank you, Cole Kemet. Not going to hit the mix in. A minute and 30 left. Bears get the ball here. Where are they at? Midfield. The Texans deserve to lose this game because they played little games and didn't really take these guys serious. So whatever happens here is a deserved loss if the Texans go down. You play and not take teams serious, and now you're in a game like this. Let me see where we are. I got to scroll up in the chat to see where we're at. There's the Rams, 0-5. All right. McCaffrey, a distraction in the locker room. He's out. He's on the injured list, right? He's not around. Right? He's out. Michael B says, I recall last year when the Niners were missing one of either Debo, Trent, or whoever. I could take some Rams. I don't know. I remember they're missing everybody, and I took the Vikings versus them in that game. I think the Browns, too. They lost to the Browns. The Niners did. But they're not missing all these guys. Why would it be a distraction? They knew he was hurt in the summer. Caleb Williams taking another 10-yard sack or whatever. If they could get canned, I don't know if they'll fire him. He might just resign on his own. I thought 2 years ago he'd resign. But Darnold came back, so I think he stayed for Aaron Donald. Treasure says that Michael B acting like he thought Raiders had a chance. He's a Raider guy, Treasure. He's a Giant guy. Warriors, Raiders. He's Oakland, so he's going to be a little biased towards the Raiders. I'll give him that. I know some of the people are fans of your teams. I'm going to know who they like. So he did say that I think earlier today too. I was like, you're out of your mind. Cripple Cup. He's. When's the last time he's been healthy? 3 years ago. Kig D says, I'm Michael. I agree it could go that way in the NFL. Not for long. You are a Razor fan. Yeah, I was just telling them that you like the Raiders. Here, listen. Guys, stop it already. I kind of blame McVay for the cup injury because he overuses them. There are some decent wide receivers behind him. Puka less than a burden of 20 targets a game. Well, you saw when Cup went down, they just threw it to Puka all the time. That was last year. I was playing with my eye, and I got an eyelash in my eye. It's bothering me. There we go. It's over. It's over. I finally a win with a good number. Texans -3. I needed it because I had the KC -3.5 as a loser. Colts +4.5 were a loser. Denver 40.5. That was a winner on that total. Finally a win. End a bad day with a win. I'll take it. Stream defense and special teams against Panthers every week. Yes, if you have a fantasy team, whoever the Panthers are playing, just pick them up. And I was saying on I don't know if it was on Pub talking about it, or maybe it was just when I was with Gabe on Sports Grid. I said, you look at this Panther team, where is the win coming from? Right? You thought maybe, okay, well, they're playing a rookie quarterback. They have the Bears on the road. You think, okay, possibility you could maybe win, right? So you got the Raiders. I don't think you're winning the Raiders. Home against Cincinnati. I mentioned that line already is what, 6.5 for that week? You want to jump on, what day is that? The 29th? I'm showing a 6.5 with Cincinnati. Would you lay 6.5 with Cincinnati right now? At the loss. At the Bears. At the Bears on October 6th. That line currently. Bears 5.5. 5.5-point favorites. How about them apples? And you got Cincy 1.5 over the Ravens that week too. October 6th, by the way. I think they're losing. Home versus Atlanta. Loser. At Washington. Do they win? Do they beat that team? Here, at Washington, at Denver. I'd say they kind of have a shot because they got rookie quarterbacks they're facing, but you're on the road. Where are the wins coming from? Saints, the way the Saints are playing, not beating the Saints at home. Excuse me, New Orleans will come at home for Carolina. They have the Giants at home. Maybe to beat the Giants. Maybe the Giants are terrible. Kansas City, no. Tampa Bay, no. At Philly, no. Home versus Dallas. Home versus Arizona. At Tampa, at Atlanta. Where are the wins coming from? They can go winless, then what? You just brought a coach in here. Is he going to get rid of the quarterback? I mean, you didn't let the quarterback play in the preseason. Why? You know what? Because he's going to tank and go 0-18 and take whoever, Cam Ward, whoever, number one. King D says, go Rams. King D's liking the Rams. Here we go. Get the pen out. Niners by 7.5. I'm sure I'll have to mail tissues and pads to the chat when Rams get mushed. Pen is out. I just got to find a spot to write it. I guess we'll do it here. T-Money. Pen out. San Fran minus 7.5. Done. King D says, or Michael B says, sports betting, lock it up here with the Rams. Ravens won't start 0-3. Resner says they're beating Dallas. Resner with the guarantee. I call you Resner. I know it's T. Resner. I'm just thinking Trent Resner from like 9 Inch Nails. So I apologize, Tresner. Tresner says Baltimore. Guarantee. Not losing. Not going 0-3. Not going 0-3. T-Money. Washington be the team to beat the Bengals. I don't know who's going on in Cincinnati right now. 7.5 with Washington. Michael A says, I agree, T-Money. They make Kyler look like Warren Moon today. Listen, that kid is healthy. He's good. The guy had 26 touchdowns and 10 rushing touchdowns 2 years ago when he was healthy. He's healthy. Watch out. Don't jinx him, says T-Buddy. Don't jinx the Ravens. Thank you, Amato, someone who's watching and knowing what is going on with Arizona. Laughing at the jinx. What happened with the Texans? He said, come on. I guess that was when they couldn't get it done. Half-point loser for some. Bears money line plus 300 live. Did not get there. Texans coach was lackluster, to say the least. The good thing is that people think Chicago has a chance next week versus the Colts. So I'm going to take the Colts. Michael B says, I like it. Go Bears. 300 live. Dynadram. I'm glad Stafford got his Super Bowl because that's his only shot. He got it. Stats Padford got it. Done at the end of the year. Retired. He'll be out. I thought they were going to win it, Tresner. The chat never seen a dog win before. Half unit on the Bears live. Anybody know how bad the St. Brown injury is? Goff looked awful today. Usually you saw at home, he screwed by that security blanket. I do not know how bad the injury is. And Michael B., what is going on? Because we have St. Brown. Cooper Kupp, give it up. Cripple Cup, he called them. King D, good plus odds. Fade the world. I like it either way with the Bears money line. Tresner's laughing. Picked up the Chargers for fantasy. Got 16 points, which is a ton for a defense. Panthers are a train wreck. They're terrible. Raiders next week in fantasy. Yes. Take the money and run. Cash the under Bears, Texans. Winners. Michael B, you're crushing it. Yeah, he's having a huge week. Appreciate it. College football did not go well for him, though. How about a game ball segment? Mine goes to Aaron Rodgers. I thought he played really well. A game ball segment. No game ball segments. I don't care about the game ball. We know it's about a cover. The cover segment. Order. Over dominated week 2 last year. Preseason benching. That's what making the first 2 weeks slop down. I agree. These guys have to. Caleb, Bryce Young, Mac Jones, Bo Nix, whoever the heck you want to say. Zach, I don't care what quarterback. Can these kids play a little bit of football? Stroud, Richardson, let these guys play. Mike Penix plays a series. Oh, we've seen enough. You've seen enough? This quarterback plays atrocious. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. We got a slapping in the head for the live game? Kyler is Dak 2.0 won't sniff anything important to playoffs. People, here's the thing, though. I don't care about that. Is he going to cover the game? I don't care. I'm past being a fan. Listen, I like a team. Hi, Randy White. You see it back there. I took Dallas today because I thought they were going to lose in week 1. I thought the Saints were going to beat up a pudding box, and the Cowboys come home and get a nice win. And then you take the Ravens here because Dallas would have been a 3-point favorite at home because they're 2-0 and they look good, or they're 1-1 coming off a big win over the Saints. That's how I bet. That's how I bet ahead of time. I don't bet teams. Bro. I don't care. Cover. Can they cover the game? He's 2-0. That's all that matters. He's 2-0 against the number. Cards are some guys. McBride, the tight end. I know you love that. I know you love him. Connors is a beast running back. Harrison. I like the second-year guy, Wilson. They could be good. New staff. Lions at 247 more yards today and lost. The truth. Tough one. Goff at 62% completion rate, 300 yards. It was 3 mental errors and a rusty play calling by coaches. I don't know if it's rusty play calling. Tampa Bay got their revenge. St. Brown and the hammy miss a game or two. All right. There you go. He's out, and this line is still sitting at this spot here. You can get Arizona plus a field goal at home and no St. Brown and Goff on the road, not in the dome, not on turf. It's Arizona. A lot of guys went down. I don't think Brown's injury is too serious. We got guys to fill the slot if he's out. Well, who? I mean, isn't Waddle banged up? I mean, I think our receiving core took a little bit of a hit. I go to log in ESPN. You can now use ESPN to log in. I log in, and it says they have a different email. I don't know where the email goes. So someone's got my it's weird though because I can get it in Disney and Hulu. What was the line with the Texans in our contest? Oh, very important. Very important. It was 6.5. Richie P with a win. Richie P pulls it out. Because everybody's got Philly tomorrow. 6.5. Brutal. 19. Richie P wins the Richard Todd. Richie P is the winner. I'm still waiting for JK to send me his information to send him his jersey. I wasn't even thinking about that. Cover segment. That's it. Pudding box. You love it. Fantasy live shows. Here we go. Congratulations. Good luck to Austin Michael A. Give me Kyler next week without St. Brown. I'm really leaving this time. Have a good one. Panthers money line. Raiders are partying all week with their huge win. Panthers money line. Bold take. Waddle is fine, just that he has no quarterback. We can go Reed or Nijba, who had a huge game today, or Coleman. I can go to the waiver wire and play a running back. I'd rather go Smith, Nijba, Reed. I mean, who's quarterbacking for them? They're not throwing the ball. A tour. Tim Patrick is going to be a big difference maker next week in Arizona. His best games are outdoors and should be a big bounce back for Detroit, even without him on. Laporte will have it easier against Arizona defense. What about Arizona's offense versus the Lions defense? Again, over. Arizona in the over. Michael, you're going to lose fantasy, guys. Part of the game. Don't worry, people. Lost Jefferson, CMC, Puka, and Coop. Nah, I know. Cooper Cup. I like Cripple Cup. That's great. Moron guy in the Texans fumbled at the 3, and they're going in. The Bears went down the field and hit a field goal. Unbelievable, Gio. Are you kidding me? Richie P. You won the Richard Todd jersey. Send me your stuff. Although the UPS should still have it since you won the other time. But I think you even have my email, so you could email me. I'll get that out this week. And I need JK to send me his stuff. Smashing the like. What about the trash teams? 2 trash teams? I'm looking. I don't know. I don't mind a call at all Arizona over. I think Cardinals lose, will cover. I mean, you're going to give me points at home with a team that's scoring 30-something a game? I'll take it. King D's out of here. Time to look at baseball. There we go. Got to get to some baseball tomorrow. Michael B, have a good one. Just log into your account and then click I forgot my password, and then they'll send you a code. Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, I don't understand why it's not – I could log into Disney Plus. I could log into Hulu. When it comes in sending my email – like I log in under my email, it has a different email up there. It's not my email address. So it's sending to a different email address. So I can't forget my password. It's not going to the right email address. Lions have not lost back-to-back since 2022. So you're saying there's a chance they're due? First time for everything? No. It's sent in. It's a different email that's showing up. Yeah, Rich, you got my email. So email me. I'll get that out for you this week. If I don't get, it might be late this week because my mom and wife are flying back to Jersey for a wedding. I say I'm not going to the wedding. I'll give you a check. You can go there with $500, but that's that. I can't log into the account. It's a different email. It's not my email address, which I don't get. Like I go to Disney Plus and I can get in. I'm on Disney Plus. Go to account. It's fine. I'm in here. Let's see. I can get in there. That's not a problem. But the problem is when I go to log into ESPN, no rush. All right, thanks, Richie. I had to start looking at it from the front. Didn't see my notification. That's all right. It's been on. You only missed the first 48 minutes of it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call him. All right, that's it for Look Headlines. For coming in late, you could always re-listen. Podcast form, YouTube and podcast. Go to the Believe Network. Actually, you don't have to go Believe Network, but Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Google, Apple Play, wherever. Type in Midday Money. The little llama comes up with the headset. It's nice, cute little logo. This little fella here comes up. Not me. Look for that guy, little llama with the horn. He's ready for you. 4-0 versus Kyler doesn't end this week. See you next week. We'll see. We'll be talking about it, Walter. We're out of here. Good luck. Bye-bye.